It is Friday, October 13th, and this is my 2 cents. I was thinking this morning about how trying to understand the world, why things happen, why decisions are made, and there's a lot of things I just can't figure out. All right, California. You can be arrested, California, and charged if you don't call a transgender by the gender that they wish to be called. So if there's a boy that wants to be called a girl and you don't call her a girl, you call her a boy, you can be arrested. But now you will know it was no longer a felony in California, which it should be a felony. I don't know why it wouldn't be a felony, but it's no longer a felony in California to knowingly transmit. If you're HIV positive, you knowingly transmit your disease to someone else, it's no longer a felony. It's no big deal. You know, it's just, you can go ahead and do that. Knowingly do it. You can knowingly donate your HIV positive blood to a blood bank and not tell them. I don't understand California. What kind of sense does either one of those decisions make? You know, when you sit down trying to figure out what is the reasoning behind this? I don't get it. The Boy Scouts now. The Boy Scouts are going to let girls in. Well, it's the Boy Scouts. You know, there is a Girl Scouts and there's a Boy Scouts. Why we gotta let girls in the Boy Scouts? Why would girls want to let boys in the Boy Scouts? They don't. The Girl Scouts don't want no part of this. But now the Boy Scouts are going to let girls in. I don't understand it. I'm trying to understand their reasoning. I don't get it. And the whole NFL national anthem thing, you know, I don't understand their reasoning. They're destroying themselves. It's obvious that the ratings are way down. The American people don't want to see that crap, and they continue to do it, and they double down on it. You know, the commissioner tries to get a hold on it, tries to tell them, hey, we need to stand, you know, and he's trying to politely say, look, we're destroying ourselves with this crap. And you see NFL players coming out and say, well, if we can't kneel, I'll quit. Or if we can't kneel, there's going to be a revolt. You know, really? Why would you want to destroy yourself like that? Why would you want to destroy your livelihood where you're making millions of dollars? Don't get it. I can't figure that out. I don't get it. You know, there's you know, the liberals, and I'm not talking about Democrats, okay? And Democrats, you know, there's lots of Democrats that understand, you know, compromise, and they're not, you know, far left wackos. But these liberals, man, I just don't, you know, this Vegas thing, guns. I mean, it wasn't 30 minutes after the shooting, they were after everybody's gun already. You know, without knowing a thing about what happened. They want everybody's gun. Now, there's not a thing that could have been done to avoid what happened in Vegas, but you can't tell these people that. They think that by taking, you know, background checks, that's what their big thing now. You know, if we had federal background checks, blah, 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 blah. He passed background checks. He passed them. This guy was nothing. No red flags, you know. It's just, who knows why he did it? No, they still can't figure that out. So I mean, I don't understand, you know. And this is the same people that want your guns, okay, are the same people that are telling you that they want everybody's guns, but they're the same people that tell you that the police are bad. The police are bad. They oppress people. They oppress black people. They oppress minorities. But then they say they want your guns because the police are the only ones that should have the guns. So they want the people that are oppressing everybody to be the only ones that have guns. What kind of friggin' sense does that make? Give the guns to the police because we don't trust the police. They're a contradictory of themselves. I mean, they're foolish. It doesn't make a bit of sense. None. They can't even look. They can't even look a good thing. Look at a good thing and agree with it. I mean, this tax cut. Trump's got a tax cut. He wants to, this tax reform and cut. I can do the math. What he's saying for me. I mean, I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire. I don't know everything. I don't own businesses and all this other stuff. But I know from his plan that I look what he's planning on doing or getting passed helps me. It helps me. That I can tell. I mean, I can do the math. I can get my old tax plan, my tax return from last year. I can do the math, and I'll get more money. I'll pay less taxes. That's a tax cut. That helps me. So I don't. But the Democrat or the liberals, oh my God, they think it's the worst thing in the world. This is terrible. This is terrible for the middle class. This is terrible, 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 terrible. The rich, 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 rich. Why do they hate the rich so much? I don't understand that either. But and from what I've read, it doesn't really help the rich all that much as far as a cut goes. I mean, it helps maybe their businesses with the cuts. But the liberals, they just cannot agree with anything Trump does. Trump could say, I'm going to give everybody in the United States $1 million. Every citizen $1 million I'm going to give them. And the liberals would scream and yell, why aren't you giving the illegals $1 million too? That is complete bullshit. That's how they are. It's not about anything about whatever the policy is, or they just want to disagree. They just want to hate Trump. Period. Like the guy's not, Donald Trump is Donald Trump. I mean, he says things. He's not going to change. He's 70 years old. He says things he thinks he's beholden to nobody. That's why he can say things like that. He doesn't have high dollar corporations that can hold anything over him. He's got nobody holding anything over him. He don't care. He doesn't care. More things I don't understand about the liberals. Okay, death penalty. Death penalty is just horrible, horrible, horrible death penalty. We shouldn't have a death penalty. It's just so subhuman. To kill like that. But then they've got no problem with abortion. Kill every baby, every unborn baby you can, as far along as we can. What kind of sense does that make? Let a criminal live who may have taken hundreds or dozens or even one or two lives. Let him live. No death penalty for him. But then needlessly murder an unborn child. Don't get it. It don't make no damn sense to me. But what do I know? I'm just a North Ender, with a Lanphier High School education. What do I know? All I got's common sense. But sometimes I wonder, if I've got common sense, what do the liberals have? They don't make a whole lot of sense. The world doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me anymore. Things just don't add up. Is it just about hate? Is it just about Donald Trump and hate, and he's got an R behind his name, and they've got a D behind their name, and that's why Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, is that what it's all? Is that the only, or is it black and white, or, I mean, what is it? Why, what's the problem? I don't know. I mean, there's always going to be dispute. I understand that, but there can be some compromise, and I don't see it. I don't see it in our future. I don't see it coming very, very soon. I don't know what the solution is. I know that Donald Trump's election has opened a Pandora's box of a Pandora's box of corruption that was unseen before. There is a deep-seated, on both the Republican and Democrat side, a deep-seated power structure that does not want to be interrupted, and it has been interrupted because neither side, there are portions, the left side didn't want this at all, and the right side, there's portions of the right side that didn't want it either. Okay, there are portions of the right side that are being challenged, and they know that the house needs to be cleaned. And I'm not saying Trump can clean it all, but he's trying. You know, I mean, think about it. You know, the media. I mean, do you trust the media? I don't. Not anymore. I don't trust the media. They could tell me the sun's going to shine tomorrow, and I'm going to question that. I'm going to do a little research before I believe you. You know, the elites, you know, in Hollywood, this Weinstein thing. Do you think that would have came out? Do you honestly think this Weinstein sex scandal in Hollywood would have came out, given all the money that this man generates for the Democrats, all the money Hollywood generates for the Democrats? Do you think that for a second that this scandal comes to light if Hillary Clinton wins the presidency? No way. No way in hell this comes to light. So, I mean, he's upset the apple cart. Trump's upset the apple cart. And I'm not saying Trump had anything to do with this coming out, you know, but he has had something to do with people asking questions, people looking for truth now. And I think, you know, it's going to get ugly before it gets better. You know, because there are a lot of different factions out there that are just not in the common man's best interest. So let's hope it all gets squared away as fast as possible. I don't think it will. It's going to take probably years of deep cleaning to drain the swamp. And the swamp is multi-layered and full of evil creatures. You know, the media, academia, you know, and Hollywood. These are three powerful voices that have all been corrupted. And academia is going to be the hardest one, I think, to clean. But the other two have already been challenged. I mean, and so hopefully we can, you know, hopefully the nation, the people of this nation start to fight back. And maybe we can start getting some answers. Maybe we can start figuring out why we have foolish, things that we just don't understand. You know, why certain things are, you know, like this, you know, HIV, knowingly passing along HIV to another person and not being a felony. I mean, if you give somebody a death sentence, or what could be, or what could possibly be a death sentence, knowingly, I think you should probably be incarcerated for it. Well, anyway, that's my 2 cents, and we'll see what you think, and let me know. We'll see you next week.